Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
welcoming you to this virtual Six in the City. Fuller, good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Yeah, good to be back live and direct here in Jackson, Tennessee. We got a full show lined up today. Who's going to be on the show?
Yes, we do. We're going to be talking with Julie Daniels. She's with the Chamber. They've got a lot of events going on. Maybe some of those you can go to, Steve.
There's about to be at least one or two from which I'm blocked this month.
Exactly.
I was invited to every one of them last month.
We're going to be speaking with Jenny Tolman. She's
Yes.
going to talk a little bit about her career. She is a musician. She's also going to be our entertainment today. So that should be, we should.
Out of Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah,
Nashville, Tennessee should get some great music. Lauren Smothers is here. She's with Light Trap Books. We're going to talk a little bit about her and her bookstore. Author Tasha Hart is going to be with us again. She's been with us before. She has a new children's book out, so we're going to talk about that.
All right.
Mark Cancia with the Salvation Army is here. I think they've got Fight for Good campaign that's going on. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Okay. Christy Futrell with the American Heart Association is here. She's going to talk about the Women of Impact, their campaign, and then there's a digital event that's coming up on the 25th. So we're going to hear more about that.
Okay. So we got all that lined up. We'll also remind you the TSSAA starts the state tournament this week with Division II, and we'll have those championship games coming up this Saturday. And then the next Saturday, we'll have the women from Division I, and then the men, the boys from Division I as well coming up the following. So we got basketball coming up on the 6th, the 13th, and the 20th.
That's right.
On your D Plus TV6. So we're excited about it. Well, we're coming right back for this edition of Six in the City.
As the COVID-19 vaccines become available, you might be asking yourself, should I get it? And if I do, will I be able to go about life without putting my family at risk? You've got questions, and that's normal. The fact is, the vaccines are safe and effective. They're going to save lives. To get the latest on the COVID-19 vaccines, visit getvaccineanswers.org, because getting back to the moments we miss starts with getting informed. It's up to you.
As we all take care and precautions, practicing social distancing with more time at home, we may find ourselves using more broadband too, relying on internet, television, and telephone services to stay connected to work, school, and family. JA is working hard to keep our customers, employees, and families safe while bringing vital services during this time. Keeping you connected to the essential broadband services Jackson's homes and businesses depend on is one thing you can count on at JEA today.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
It is difficult to believe that we have wrapped up February. We are in the month of March. Julie Daniels is with us. She visits with us every month to talk about what's happening with the Chamber. And lo and behold, here you are again.
Right. The Chamber's always got something going on.
And always something going on. It seems like we just talked to you last week.
I know.
It's been a month. Well, you did very, very well. So very well last month, Julie. You had 3 events to which I was invited to all of them. But I think my luck has probably run out. There's bound to be at least 1 or 2 events coming up this month. You say, well, Steve, if you zoom in and don't let anybody know, we might let you in.
You could just put a different picture up and a different name.
Oh, yeah. Zoom in under your computer. You'll never know.
There you go.
Well, what's coming up with the Chamber this month?
Well, we have a lot of things going on. Of course, we do have we had our first in-person event last February with Leadership Jackson, and which was cool. But then we also have graduation coming up for Leadership Jackson, which is on the 10th. And then the rest of our events, though, are going to be virtual. We do have coming up on March 11th, it's Spark with Dave Delaney, talking about YouTube, how you can use YouTube to grow your business. They'll talk about all those cool things that you probably don't know about YouTube and even the basics about YouTube. That's going to be at 11 a.m. on March 11th.
Okay.
And it's a webinar, so you will have to register for that.
So you register, is that done with a co? Is that part still being done with the co? Do you register through the Chamber or through the co?
Either one.
Okay.
Either one. We both got it on our Facebook page. You can go there and find the registration link. We also have it on our website as well. Imagine they do too. Yeah.
So
We've also
Julie,
got-
that webinar will be done through Facebook, right?
No, actually, it is going to be through Google, I believe is how it's all
Okay.
set up.
Okay,
Because
I was
he is with Google, Dave
Oh,
Delaney.
so it's a Google event, okay.
I got you. Okay.
Registration fee for that, Julie?
No, everything's free. I should have,
Okay.
I'm glad you asked. We should have mentioned that everything is free. So this is
You
your
just need
time
to
to
make-
come.
Just need to make sure people register.
Yes, you do have to register. Events are free, but you do have to register.
Okay, well, what's coming up next?
One that Steve's gonna love, the women in business. So
I knew you were going to say that.
no man allowed. No, I'm kidding. It's really going to be awesome. I'm excited about it. Katie Castillo Wilson is going to be the speaker. She's the CEO founder of Tap On It Deals. Now she's from Iowa. That's a company in Iowa.
Okay.
So if that's something that sounds new to you, then
What do they do? What is Tap On It?
well, it's a tech company. She actually launched this company. She had a really nice job doing some great things. And then she decided, hey, I'm going to go out on my own. I've got this great, I don't know if she had the idea for the technology. I guess she did. She started the company Tap On It. So she could do more direct consumer, company to consumer deals.
Okay.
And you can actually go to taponitdeals.com and find out a little bit more about what they do.
I got it.
So I don't know everything that they do, but I'm excited about hearing her on March 24th. It's at 10 a.m. It's going to be a Zoom, and it's for ladies, and it's free. And Steve, I don't, if you want to, get in under your wife's
Zoom in and
No,
take a different picture.
he'll log in under Pam's computer,
Yes,
just so he can be a part of it to say he would. So
to see you do it one time.
now, what day of the week is that, Julie? March 24th.
March 24th. I actually have my handy dandy calendar right here. That's a Wednesday.
A Wednesday. Okay.
That
And
is
you said it at noon? Is that what time you said?
at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay. Wednesday at 10. We got to register for that, right? And we go online to the chamber website to do that, right?
As well, yes. you
Okay.
should do. Under our events calendar. We've also got Capital Talk is coming back with E Plus TV. I wanted to say 6 in the City. You're going to help us out with that one on the 26th, and that starts at 8:30 on the 26th, which is a Friday. And of course, it's going to feature all of the state representatives, Senator Ed Jackson, also Johnny Shaw, and Representative Chris Todd.
Okay.
That'll be interesting.
Okay.
So that wraps it up on the 26th.
That's
And
on the
that's
26th.
Friday, you said.
Are you going to be there? Are you helping out with this? You may actually be there.
I think I did it last year when we did the first virtual. It was kind of, hosting it and asking the questions, and the questions come in from chamber members and all. I did get invited to that one, Julie. No thanks to you.
He has to be. He has to be at that one. He's the host.
All right.
We'll see you with that.
All right. Well, great. Well, Julie, it's really good to see you. Glad you're doing well, and
Yeah.
we're off to a good start this year. All those events coming up in the month of March. We come back, we will talk to Jenny Tolman out of Nashville. She's our featured performer today as we continue this 6 in the City.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to E Plus Broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. E Plus Broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
Our fight against coronavirus isn't over. We still have to slow the spread and do our part. Let's wear face masks in public. Stay 6 feet or more from others. Follow state and local guidelines. Wash our hands frequently and stay home when we feel safe. For ourselves, for our loved ones, for our future. Let's move forward together. Learn more at coronavirus.gov.
Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to Six in the City. We're making a trip to Nashville, Tennessee to talk to Jenny Tolman, who is going to be our featured performer today. Jenny, it's good to see you again.
Hi, it's good to see you. Thanks for having me.
All right, so this is the last time we talked, you've gotten engaged. Is that right?
I have, yes.
Well, okay. Well, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jenny, I've interviewed many people from Nashville, Tennessee, and Jenny Tolman is one of the few people I've interviewed that actually was born in Nashville, Tennessee. They didn't take a bus from Oklahoma or South Carolina or Michigan or something. And,
that's right. They call us unicorns.
And raised to a certain extent in a musical family.
I was, yeah. My dad was a singer way back in the 80s, and that's how I ended up being born here, long story short. And so I was really lucky to get to grow up with a dad who was in the industry and knew kind of ins and outs and where to keep me away from and who are the good people to surround yourself with.
Okay, wow. Okay. Well, Jenny's been extremely successful working out there independently, and she's done a dialogue with us, and so you see her performances here. We're going to do more. Instead, we're putting together Studio 6 with some of your other videos, so we're really looking forward to that. Yeah. Oh, what are you working now, Jenny?
I'm working on some new music right now. I can't say too much about it because we're still in the process of working it all out, but there will be new music coming very soon that I'm very excited about.
Jenny had created a place called Jennyville, kind of inadvertently, and it was her own virtual community out there in a sense, and it became a basis for writing much of her material. Is this continuing that, or is this something brand new?
This is continuing on that. You know, a lot of my creativity comes from this imaginary world called Jennyville that you mentioned. And so it's one of my favorite places to go because I get to step into different roles and you know, tell different character stories that normally me just as myself wouldn't sing about or wouldn't talk about. And so it's a kind of fun role playing for me, actually. I really enjoy storytelling.
Jennyville, I take it, is an imaginary small town. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. It's amazing how in a small town you never run out of character.
Oh, that's for sure.
True.
There's no shortage of those anywhere.
Yeah, Cassandra's from Huntington, right? If we started writing about people in Huntington, we would never run out of stories, right, folks?
No, never would. Wouldn't have to make anybody up either. Good people, though. Good people.
Yeah, of course.
So Jenny has found the perfect way to, you're not going to run out of songwriting ideas if you start focusing on character and character development, right?
That's right.
So Jenny, I know you say you got this Jennyville. How do you go about? Do these thoughts just pop into your head about writing a song, or do you see something that triggers a memory, or how does it work? I'm not a songwriter.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's never the same thing twice. It's always I wish that I had a way to know how to write a song instantly and you know, make the perfect character up, but really it's always kind of comes from inspiration out of either my life or something that I've heard about, something that I see on the side of the road, something that my co-writers have gone through, or somebody in their life. So it's always being pulled from reality in some way, you know, and then we get to step in and kind of add some extra little spices and and make it into the storytelling that it becomes.
Okay. Have you had a thought and thought, oh, that would make a great song, and then just write it like quick?
Oh yeah, some of the best songs. Oh yeah, some of the best songs come out in like 15 minutes. Those are the ones that I love because you know it just kind of channels through you, and you don't have to do that much work that way too.
Those are the good ones where you can just get it and you write it in and you're like, this is great. This can be a hit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Is the style of music changing for you as you do these projects, or is it staying fairly consistent?
It stays fairly consistent. You know, each time I'm trying to push the edges a little bit more of what I have done. You know, I definitely have a set sound of my version of country music. You know, it's definitely a little bit more throwback than what you normally hear these days. But still trying to keep it, you know, mainstream and tangible and not too far outside of the realm of grasp. But yeah, you know, I'm always trying to come up with new ideas. And I also, my producer, who's actually my fiance as well now,
Okay.
he's incredibly talented in finding just these musical landscapes. He just makes everything sound like a movie, like you're just watching it in your head. So I'm pretty spoiled that way too.
Will this next step be a full album that you'll be coming out with?
Yeah, we're working on a full-length album that will be coming out, but we also have something a little extra special coming soon. That's a little secret.
Okay.
She can't give away the farm, Steve, so don't be asking her any more questions.
But you'll be one of the first to know. How about
All
that?
Right. Have you been able to get back out on the road?
Just a little bit. You know,
Okay.
I actually got to play a show here in Nashville last night at Whiskey Jam, so that
Okay.
was so much
Good.
fun. It felt like a little bit of normal life
Yeah,
coming
wow,
back.
awesome.
But
Yeah,
we're a little sad today because we got the news that CMA Fest has been canceled again for this year.
Again
So
this year?
Oh, no.
yeah,
Wow.
so that really stinks. But you know, we're looking forward to the second half of this year because the second half of this year has tons of shows, tons of festivals that we've still got holding on for dear life. So.
All right, good deal. Jenny, it's a real pleasure to have you with us.
It
and
is.
we're going
It's
to be
great to
featuring her.
talk to you.
In fact,
Thank
right
you.
now, we're going to the main stage here at 6 in the City, and we welcome Jenny Tolman. Jenny, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
There's all kinds of people in the world today, and every dang one got something to say. One post away from being unfriended by half your friends. You can write your feelings all you want, but there's a chance it'll come back to haunt. So just press that backspace button, don't you dare hit send. Yeah, freedom of speech, it must have been made up back when there was common sense, 'cause common sense ain't trending much these days. Our sense of humor is getting neglected. All the good jokes are politically corrected. If I could invent a t-shirt, this is what it'd say. I hate haters, I love lovers, and I don't really care about people who don't really care. I hate haters, I love lovers, and you're free to kiss and I kiss my derriere. Folks speaking their mind or putting something clever on a picket sign, but speaking that mind requires for you to at least have one. But more importantly, we all could start looking at the world with a grateful heart and eat the good apples and just toss out the bad ones. I hate haters, I love lovers, and I don't really care about people who don't really care. I hate haters, I love lovers, and you're free to kiss and I kiss my derriere. Is born out of disagreement. There's probably some things that we'll disagree with, and you certainly have the right to be wrong. If you made it this far into this here ditty, either love me 'cause I'm ugly or you hate me 'cause I'm pretty. Either way, I'm happy long as you're singing along. I hate haters, I love lovers, and I don't really care about people who don't really care. I hate haters, I love lovers, and you're free to kiss and I kiss my derriere. Yeah, you're free to kiss and I kiss my derriere.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and E+ Broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Well, let's talk about some books. Welcome back to Six in the City. Steve Bowers, Cassandra Fuller with you. We're joined by Lauren Smothers from the Light Trap Books, downtown Jackson, Tennessee. Lauren, how are you this day?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
We're doing well as far as we know. Just real pleasure to have you with us. Well, tell us about Light Trap Books.
Well, so I opened in June of last year. It's a great time to open a bookstore, but it's pretty exciting time. Jackson has needed an independent bookstore for many years, and especially downtown. I know there have been a couple over the years, but I feel pretty strongly about books and I have background in education and writing, so I wanted to bring that here. And so, yeah, we've been open, I guess we're going on 9 months.
Okay.
And new and used books, mostly new, but we have a used selection as well. Also have an emphasis on local authors and artists. Pretty passionate about the local art scene here in Jackson and West Tennessee. So.
All right.
Now, Lauren, how do you go about getting your book?
So for new, I work with a distributor that's actually based here in Tennessee, Ingram, which is a very large, internationally based distributor. But the nice thing is I do special order books. So, you know, it's a small shop. It's 288 square feet. But that doesn't mean I can't order any book. And if it's in stock in a warehouse here in Tennessee, I can get the book in 2 business days.
Okay.
So want to let folks know that I can order anything for you. So it'll be here.
Laura, what is the clientele when you locate downtown? Is it different than if you were located somewhere else?
Yes and no. I think that with being downtown, there's already kind of an expectation that the selection will be curated to West Tennesseans, you know, whether that's the history or music. This area, I try to carry a lot of titles related to our rich music history here in West Tennessee, Memphis and Nashville as well. But also, I think, you know, whether that's simply, you know, a lot of interest that I have a lot of different customers, and that's the fun thing, a very diverse group. I have children's books, which are probably my favorite section to order for in the store. For example, I'm going to hold up, but that's okay. This book right here, if you can see the title, I Love You When You Feel. The author, Steffi Grace, is actually originally from Jackson. And this is probably my best-selling book in the children's book area. But titles like that, I think it's not just important for kids, but also for the message for adults. But I love that Stephanie is locally based as well.
Nice. So how did the name Light Trap Books come about?
Yeah, that's a, you know, folks are, you know, always interested to hear about that. So I have a background in photography. Okay. And, you know, y'all will know, you know, with film photography in the olden days in the dark room, when you would go in and have to develop film and take it out of the pack, you couldn't let any light touch the film because otherwise it's destroyed. So a light trap is a device that's usually built into a photography darkroom to prevent from light hitting the camera. And so I liked that interplay of light and dark and literature and art. So it's a catchy name.
It is a catchy name. It's great.
Or what hours are you open and what days?
So I am open Tuesday through Saturdays, 10 to 6 p.m.
10 to 6.
10 to 6,
okay.
Tuesdays through Saturdays. Okay.
Yes.
And she is at Shannon and Lafayette downtown. The locals there, those shops right across from 101.5 in the area around the blacksmiths and also. Anytime you're down there, remember to stop by. Lauren, very good to see you. Congratulations on surviving the last 9 months. If you got through that, I think you're on the way.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being here with us.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Light Trap Books right downtown.
That's right.
We're going back to the main stage here at 6 in the City. We welcome once again from Nashville, Jenny Tolman.
Miss Adeline peeked out the curtains and what did she see but a Penske truck parked across the street? A shirtless hunk with a couch in his hands and sunshine glistening off his washboard abs. That ain't good. There goes the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood. His real estate lady was Emma Jane, whose best friend Debbie is the gossip queen. They got the housewives already licking their lips for a 6'1" single income, no kids. That ain't good. There goes the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood. Well, Bobby's in her booty shorts jogging on by. She must have made a loop around at least 10 times. And who's that putting on too much pretty? It's the high class white trash welcoming committee. That ain't good. There goes the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood. Ladies, start your ovens. Let them kitchen timers tick. That extra stick of butter, well, it might just do the trick. Will he fall for Brittany's biscuits or Hannah's honey ham? Well, don't look now, but that chocolate cake's about to hit the fan. For now, they can all keep twirling their hair, trying to sneak a peek at his derriere. But it's all for naught at the end of the day, when they find out he swings the other way. That ain't good. There goes the neighborhood. No, that ain't good. There goes the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood. Sorry, ladies.
We are in an opioid crisis. More and more of our neighbors are dying from opioid overdoses. More than 1,300 Tennesseans in 2018 alone. You have the power to reverse this deadly trend. Because of the COVID-19 outbreak, Jackson Madison Prevention Coalition is now offering free Narcan training online and by phone. Narcan reversal kits are available. Contact Mark Mason at 731-694-0741. That's 731-694-0741. Don't let your loved one become a statistic.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, Junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller with you. Welcoming Tasha Hart, who is a writer, and she has finished The Secrets of the 12.
Which is the series that she started back in 2016, she said. And we had her on the show talking about that book back.
How many books are in that series?
3.
Okay.
3.
So, well, do you want to go ahead and tell us the ending?
You sneaky, no.
Just tell us how it all ends.
To do it too.
Well, congratulations on that. And so Secrets of the 12. So it's a 3-part series that has been completed. But that's not one of the main reasons we're here today. Tasha has moved into a different area writing children's books.
Yes.
And this is the first time to do this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
First children's book.
Well, what happened? You come off Secrets of the 12 and...
Well, we spent a lot of time in the house last year. So I finished the series, Secrets of the 12, and then I figured why not throw in a children's book? So that's what I did.
So Eddie and the Rain Barrel.
Eddie and the Rain Barrel.
Yes, nice. Eddie and the Rain Barrel.
So what is this story about? Obviously it's Eddie and his rain barrel, but tell us a little bit about the book.
Well, I wanted to donate. Every year at our church, we have a night of giving, and I wanted to donate, but I never, ever have the funds. I never, have enough. It seems like you can never give enough.
Right.
And so our pastor is originally from Africa, and he was telling us a story about when he was a kid, he used to imagine crocodiles coming out of the rain barrels in Africa. And I thought, that's a children's story. So yeah, I might not have money to give, but I figured if I wrote this book, the proceeds could give what I couldn't. So that's where it came from.
Right. Oh wow! So all your proceeds are going to benefit missions in Africa. That's pretty awesome.
That's where the story's set. So
okay. So this is designed for children of what age, Tasha?
This is designed for children of all ages.
Who needs to read this book? Everybody in the world.
Everybody in the world can read this book. It's super, super fun. And the kid in us loves to go back and think about what it was like to imagine things. Right. So that's what happens in the book. Eddie is imagining more than crocodiles coming out of this rain barrel. And it's just fun. It's a fun book. But I tell people, if you have kids that are super young, under the age of 5, I actually read the story out loud on my podcast. So you can hit play, flip the book, and you don't even have to read it to the kids.
Okay. So where do people find your podcast?
Yeah.
They can find the podcast on Spotify and Apple. They can find it at Find Your Purpose with Tasha Hart. That's the name of the podcast.
You did the writing of this. Did you do the illustration work as well?
Now that's the sweet story. One of the middle schoolers did the illustration for me because she's an aspiring author.
Artist? Okay.
And her name's Bailey Grace.
Oh.
Bailey Grace Miller, and she was only 12 when she did the illustration. So they're all her illustrations, and we sent them to a digital artist to turn her pencil sketches into this art that's in the book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And now she's working on a book that inspired. She's actually working on her own book. So you have to have her on the show.
That's true.
We should. I know if you go to Amazon, Tasha Hart's got like 3.5 pages on Amazon.
She's a busy woman, Steve.
Busy woman. She's the right Tasha Hart. There's 2 of us. I learned that lesson.
Make sure you got the right one.
Yeah.
And then, so you can go to Amazon. Where else, Tasha, to get the book?
You can also go to my website, and it is, I made it easy this time, Steve. Everybody's calling me the puzzle lady, so we just made the website puzzled, the number 2 purpose, puzzled2purpose.com.
Puzzled to purpose.
All the books are on there. Eddie and Lorraine Barrel's on there. The podcast, you can listen to it from the website. So yes.
Okay. Well, congratulations on this. So good to see you again.
Thank you.
How was it going from writing the series to jumping right into a children's book? How did that process work out?
It was interesting, but I tell you, working with Bailey made it so much fun because the kid in me was coming out, and it was just fun. And so many people have responded positively to it. We actually got a request to send some books to a children's hospital in Indiana for children that suffer from burns.
Like Shriners.
It's been fun. And like I said, we sent some to St. Jude right before Christmas.
Nice.
All these books are going everywhere, but the proceeds, even though they're helping other people, keep going back to Africa. And we've been able to help purchase supplies, books, school desks, just things like that.
Well, congratulations.
Tasha, congratulations.
That's
so good
wonderful.
to see you. And I know you'll be back with us soon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more as we continue 6 in the City.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on E+ Broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
With E+ Broadband and Watch TV Everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for E+ Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Welcome back to 6 in the City, and Lieutenant Mark Cancia is with us with the Salvation Army. Mark, we got through the holidays and the kettle and the campaign came through real well last time we talked to you.
Yes, sir. And I'm glad you mentioned that because I wanted to thank you and the viewers for helping us rescue Christmas this past season. We were able to serve over 300 families, and I think it was 964 children.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
So we were able to provide Christmas gifts and meals to just over 300 families. So thank you all so much for your help with that.
I don't know what on which you're working now. I know one thing that's coming up now. There's real concern about school children, school-age children, and being able to keep up. We've lost an academic year. I know the Community of Faith is working in several locations to try to step up and help children. And I think you're doing the same thing right with the Army.
We are, yes, sir. And so I think it's been just under 2 months now. We've opened our doors for 10 students to come and receive educational support. And so for 3 days a week, they come into our facility and we have tutors that work with them in achieving their academic goals. And so since we've been open for the 2 months that we have, we've seen so much progress, and it's a huge blessing, Steve. And maybe sometime you and Cassandra could come by and actually see the hub in action. The kids are well behaved. I think it just means a lot for them to be in a place that is it's not a classroom, right? Yet it's a place that they can come in and receive the educational support and connect to wireless internet with people that care about their success. And so it's been a blessing to just be able to get out the office, walk through their learning space and see them hard at work.
Okay.
Now, Mark, when are they there for the learning space at the?
So currently they're in our facility Monday through Wednesday from 8:30 to 12:30.
Okay.
And we're coordinating now with the school system to see if we can increase the service that we are providing. But in order for us to do that, we need to have the adult supervision. And so we're working through some of those details so that we can continue to meet the need.
Man, that's exciting. Because
That is
like
exciting.
I know we're gonna have a lot of students that are gonna be behind, not through their fault. It's just the whole circumstance here.
Yeah.
Mark, what else is going on?
Well, you know, we're continuing the work that we're doing with the families that we serve to alleviate poverty and establish a sense of stability for some of the families that are struggling like they are. And so part of that is the educational support. An element of that does include our food pantry that operates 5 days a week, sometimes 7, depending on the need. And really, we're just working with families so that they're doing well.
Now, Mark, do you guys take donations for your, like food donations for your food pantry?
We do. In fact, we received several boxes today from the Registry for Good website that's through Walmart. And so today I opened a box. I was like, I didn't order anything. But I opened it to see boxes of spaghetti, and there was some meat sauce in there as well. And so Registry for Good through the Walmart website will allow anybody to make a donation of food that will be delivered to our doors that we can use to serve others.
Oh, wow. That's pretty awesome.
Mark, what's the best way to contribute to the Army?
Well, there are numbers of ways. So you can either do the Registry for Good on the Walmart website, or you can go to our website, which is salvationarmyjacksontn.org. And there, anyone can learn more about the programs and the services that we provide, or they can make a contribution using that website. And those contributions can be a one-time gift, or it could be a monthly recurring gift.
And
the work and the need is done year-round, Mark, and we appreciate you being with us. Appreciate
Steve. I
thank
you all so much.
Yes, yeah. Thank you so much, Mark.
Lieutenant Mark Cancia. We're headed back to the main stage, and we welcome once again from Nashville, Tennessee. This is Jenny Tolman.
Spent 2 hours getting ready with my makeup in my hair. My best friend Amy helped me pick out what to wear. I practiced what to say and I practiced what to do, but it all went out the window when I met you. I wish you weren't so pretty, I wish you weren't so sweet. I wish he didn't need you like he doesn't need me. I wish I hated you just like I wanted to, but you turned out to be so pretty. You know you're being nice to me only makes it worse. This killing me with kindness, it's a blessing and a curse. I could've used a cold shoulder, a pretentious he's mine grin, just to prove to me that you're no good for him. I wish you weren't so pretty, I wish you weren't so sweet. I wish he didn't need you like he doesn't need me. I wish I hated you just like I wanted to, oh, but you turned out to be so pretty. I might be being ugly to even tell you this, but I wish I didn't have to wish. You weren't so sweet. He didn't need you like he doesn't need me. I wish I hated you just like I wanted to, but you turned out to be so pretty. So pretty.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Need to check your bill balance? Set a payment extension. Get outage notifications. With JEA, it's easy. Text. When you enroll in JEA alerts, you open all those possibilities. To enroll, text JOIN, J-O-I-N, to 53248. Text JOIN to 53248. If your cell phone number is current, two-way texting is yours. Real-time communication, direct customer service with JEA today.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So E+ Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Christy Futrell is with us from the American Heart Association, and Lee O'Neill is with us from Leaders Credit Union. And I'm almost afraid to ask what you two are up to.
What? Steve, what makes you think they're
All
up to
good
something?
things.
I mean, seriously, it's
Yeah.
Christy.
Lots of fabulous.
That's a good answer, Christy.
Thank you.
That's a good way. Well, start us off, Christy, and tell us what's happening.
Okay, well, let me tell you. Well, as you know, it's Go Red time. Every
is.
March, we have Go Red for Women, and we are still having Go Red for Women on March 25th from 12 to 1, a lunch in instead of a luncheon, a lunch in. It's going to be a digital experience because as one of the nation's largest health organizations, it's still not really responsible to have 600 people over for dinner. So, so although I love having 600 people over for dinner, and it's so much fun, we will be joining and gathering digitally, and E+ is going to help us with that. And so hopefully we'll have a lot of people being able to see Go Red, maybe that hasn't before. And then Lee and I have been working on a little project called Women of Impact. And Leaders Credit Union, who Lee is with, is our sponsor of that campaign within the Go Red for Women world. And it's been great. Lee's one of our Women of Impact, and I'll let her say a few words about that. But we've got 21 of them, and they are fabulous women making tons of impact.
Okay. Well, Lee, what got you involved in that?
Well, you know, Leaders likes to empower people to pursue their passions. And one of mine is education. And of course, you know, I'm already fulfilling that through my service on the board of the Boys and Girls Club and serving Leaders Education Foundation. So then this was just another great way to help. And in particular, you know, when I was about 3, my mother was 33 and she had a massive stroke. They did not think she would live. I do not remember her before it. All I remember is the damage that was done. And the impact that it had on our family, and of course on her. She was quite the trooper, and you know she's still going, but it does tremendous damage. So I'm always very supportive of education efforts. And this is just another one that'd be great.
Okay. Well, I've seen you guys in the VIP already, I know. And so.
Oh, good. Yes. I didn't know if the March issue is out
Yeah,
yet or not. That's fantastic.
I
That's
picked one up the other
great.
day, and there you all were. And so it's a
Yes.
great display and everything else. So, Christy, how do we get involved now for the 25th? What do we need to do?
Absolutely. Well, there's two things I want y'all to do. One is I want everyone to go to westtngored.hart.org. So WestTN, that's where you are, and then go red, what we're talking about, .hart.org. Wish it was shorter.
Okay.
Go there and you'll see information about the digital experience. And if you would like to be at my virtual table that day, just let me know and you can join me and I'll send you the link to register for that. But also at this website, there is a tab up top that says Women of Impact. All you have to do is click on that tab and you're going to see all these 21 beautiful ladies with a direct link to their fundraising page. So go give $5 to them all, or go give 10, or go give 100, whatever you want to do. But these funds are directly going to the mission of the American Heart and Stroke Association.
Okay, terrific.
Right.
That will continue up until the 25th?
Actually, it's going to continue up through close of business on March 19th because we want to know our winner before March 25th.
Oh, this is a competition, Lee. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So please, everybody come to my page.
That's what I'm saying.
I wonder
Lee, go
if
ahead and
you
make
were
your
gonna-
pitch. Yeah.
I
there
wonder
you go.
if you're going to say that because Christy's like, go to everybody. And Lee's like, no,
No,
vote
no,
on
Yes, it's
She would say
mine.
something. Yes.
I see we're in trouble, Chris. I can see 20 people on this show next week.
Yeah.
I know. I might have to get a couple more slots, guys.
Well, that's great.
No, I hope that everybody's successful in raising and meeting their goals and everything. I believe right now, Christy, that we've already gotten up to $28,600 some odd dollars.
That's
So we're
terrific.
doing good, but we need a little more help.
All right,
That's
great.
awesome.
It's good to see you both.
It
Continue
is
best.
good
And that's
to have
coming
you.
up on the 25th, and it'll be right here at E Plus TV6.
Right.
Great to see you, ladies. Continue best in all you're doing. We'll
Take
be
care.
right back with more as we continue this Six in the
It's in the
City.
city.
When I heard the word leukemia, I was terrified.
Thanks. Right here in West Tennessee, people are fighting for their lives.
Even though you know they're taking chemotherapy and they got a long road ahead, if they can maintain their smile and their energy, it makes it a whole lot easier.
That's why platelets are so vital. Wendy's blessed. Her son survived.
There's only one place to get platelets, and that's from people like you. Please give.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored Public Power, another part of JEA today.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
As always, we want to thank all of our guests and all the wonderful work that they do in Jackson and in West Tennessee. We appreciate them being with us, and it was a real pleasure to have Jenny Tolman with us as well. So be watching for her dialogue and Studio 6 coming up here on E Plus TV6. Speaking of E Plus TV6, we mentioned it earlier. We got TSSAA State Championship basketball the next 3 Saturdays, starting this Saturday with Division II boys and girls, and then the girls Division I championships on the 13th, and the boys championships on the 20th, and those will be live, exclusive in this market on E Plus TV6. And I guess, Cassandra, one other thing, well, a couple of things. Utility bills are going to be high, and because of the weather and the usage. And so if you have a utility bill and you realize that it's going to be a challenge in your life to meet that, go ahead and call us at 422-7500. JA invests in customer representatives that work with customers every month. And it's what they're there to do, to assist people. And so we'll try to work with everybody that we can, but it's going to be a challenge out there. And then to Janet Wilbanks, our producer. Yeah, Cassandra, sometimes I'm thinking I'm having a tough day. I think about Janet and Ronnie and their family, and it's like, wow, it's like, well, let's just do something else,
That's right. That's right.
It's tough on them, but they're doing as well as they can under the circumstances. Keep them in your prayer list.
Right.
And your prayers.
Continue to pray for them.
Yeah, we love and appreciate them very much, and we've been working together now for a good while. And,
yes, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her.
One for Janet, she's at Vanderbilt University Medical Center, still putting together this show.
That's
with
right.
A husband that is in very, very serious health conditions and fragile and everything else, and so it's just amazing. We appreciate her, appreciate all of them.
That's right.
So much that entire family. You running anywhere this weekend?
Oh, just not a race, not yet. There is a race this weekend though. It's Race with the Trace at Natchez Trace. That's right.
Okay, so we're going to get back into the season. Yeah.
Races are starting to ramp up. So come the first Saturday in April, it will be time for the Andrew Jackson Marathon and Half Marathon. So that's going to be actually happening in person this year. So so it's coming to Jackson the first weekend in April. That's right. Okay, all right. Yeah. Well, that's terrific. That's terrific to know. Well, because last year it was done differently, right? It was virtual. Yes, we did it virtual last. Well, we gave the chance. Our participants could do it virtual, or they could divert until 2021. So. Well, that's exciting to know. Everybody take care and support one another. We're glad to have that event coming back to Jackson. Right. Continue to wear your mask and wash your hands. So we got to stay. Still emphasizing that. Sure are. Yes. Not past this yet, but it's looking much better than it was just a few weeks ago. Oh, and if you want to get text messages from JEA, you can do that now. So all you have to do is text JOIN to 53248, and you can get information from JEA. Well, we're going to close out. We really appreciate her spending time with us today, and she's a talented young lady going great places in this business. We're going to close out with Jenny Tolman. Good Lord willing, we'll see you next week for more Six in the City. See you next week.
Like Jimmy Page, I'm like Emmy Lou, but we come together somewhere around blue suede shoes. You're the rock and roll to my country soul, and I like it. Like a Chuck Berry lip, I like the sound of the fiddle, but the sweetest thing is when we meet. You're the rock and roll to my country soul, and I like it. We find the rhythm when we turn down the lights, and our hearts are beating to it. With the radio on, we hold on tight and make our own kind of music. Front porch swing to Friday night freewheeling. You bring life in the fast lane to my peaceful, easy feeling. You're the rock and roll to my country soul, and I like it. We find the rhythm when we turn down the lights, and our hearts start beating to it. With the radio Emmy Lou, but we come together somewhere around blue suede shoes. You're the rock